He just kept telling him, I don't have any experience. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And a few years later, he's like, screw it. You guys have asked enough. I'm doing it.
Like, yeah, hey guys, I learned a few things.
Yeah.
Like, me pick up skills. Me actually make game now.
Yeah.
I mean, more power to him. I mean, shit. I mean, that initial animation he came out with was dope, though. It's just like a Spinosaurus just throwing around the Buster Sword. Like,
Mm-hmm.
who wouldn't want that in a video game?
If there's somebody who doesn't, where do they live?
Out of your mind. Or it's like a... Just another game. It's something... Or it's kind of like the 4 players, 4 idiots trying to accomplish task type gameplay. Gravel something, but it's like in space. I forget what it's called. But I was watching an Ackman video, and he mentioned that because it's like the apparently the like a better version of Back for Blood. Which Back for Blood is essentially just a crappier version of Left 4 Dead. Apparently. Then again, I've never played Back for Blood though, so I wouldn't know how good the gameplay is. The gameplay might be good. I don't know, but I have definitely played Left 4 Dead, and I know that was a very fun game.
Yep. Left 4 Dead 2 is actually really good as well.
I don't know. In fact, funny story about Left 4 Dead 2. I remember because it came out when I was a kid, and I was like, okay, I'm very excited about this because I remember it came out November 9th, 2009. And I was like, I literally like faked being sick so I wouldn't have to go to school that day. And it just so happened to coincide on the day where I was going to the nearest Walmart anyway. So I was like, hey, Dad, you're making this trip to Walmart. I might as well tag along. I'm feeling okay now. He brought me, and I had the money saved up to buy the game, and I bought the game day 1 release. And then my brother got home from school, and he was like, yo, you got it? Like, hell yeah, I got it. It was my older brother. And we spent the entire day just playing that game. And the next few weeks, pretty much all we did was play that game. And eventually I was like, okay, like this is fun and all, but I want to play Halo. Like it's my Xbox 360. You have the PS3. I got the 360. I was like, I just kind of want to play Halo now. Left 4 Dead 2 is fun, but that's the only thing you've been playing for the past 3 weeks. You kind of get tired of it.
Yeah.
To no fault of its own, but sometimes you just want to mix it up. And Halo 3 was a very good game too.
The line of games, the whole franchise.
Like, yeah, Combat Evolved to Halo 3 was, I would even say it to Reach. Like Halo 1 through Reach, including ODST. Probably one of
I just know one of my favorite authors writes for Halo books. No. I really need to play Halo because I've not played any of it. Because when I was younger, my mom did not let me play video games.
I mean, you can get the Master Chief Collection, and just kind of go from there.
I'm still waiting for Southern to be like fully back so we can continue Halo. We left off at the end of Halo 2. Yeah, we left off at like the end of Halo 2, and then like we each got busy, and then that was like 2 or 3 months ago now.
Yeah, it happens.
It's like Halo Combat Evolved to Halo 3 was like probably the perfect trilogy, and then you have Halo 3 ODST and Reach, which were both really, really good games as well. I remember my brother, for some reason, he thought it was just like a revamped version of Halo 3. He thought it was like an alternate version of Halo 3. So he was like mad while I was watching gameplay of it on YouTube.
For ODST?
Yeah, he thought it was like the same story. He thought it was like a slightly remastered version of Halo 3, I guess.
Oh.
Like, why are you watching gameplay for it? It's just the same game. Like, it's not. Like, if you paid attention, you would know ODST stands for Orbital Drop Shock Trooper, and you're the older brother. How do you not know this?
To be fair, the name was kind of confusing for that. Like,
it was confusing that they put Halo 3 in there. They should have they easily could have just called it Halo ODST.
Yeah.
Like, it's like it wasn't Halo 3 Reach.
Yeah.
They just called it Halo Reach.
Yeah, but Reach was awesome, especially with like the multiplayer, because you could actually set things up.
Yeah. I still hold to this day. A lot of people will say it's Halo 3, but I still hold to this day. Reach was probably not even probably. In my opinion, Reach was the best in the series. Like, they knocked it out of the park with Reach.
Yeah. So, did you hear what they're talking about doing for the next Halo game?
I didn't. I know
know.
they're talking about it, but I didn't look into what they were doing.
Mechs, Master Chief in a mech.
Oh,
That doesn't
So
Power suit in a mech?
I mean, it's
Yep.
cool and all, but
Power
it doesn't
suit
really
into
make much
a mech.
sense.
And then go fight the Covenant.
I mean, they kind of had mechs already with the Mantises, though.
yeah.
That were in Halo 4. Those were kind of mechs.
And
Or are
didn't
we
the
talking,
Halo
like,
Wars?
It's going to be like, Master Chief climbs inside a suit that's got arms and legs and can.
Are we
Go-
talking like Gundam style mechs or something?
Well, it's going to be more
The
akin.
song played in my head when you said that.
Which one? The Mjolnir mechs?
The Gundam song.
Oh.
Oh, the
Gundam style.
Oh,
You said the name of it, so my brain was like, it just
Oppa
played
Gundam-
in that
Gundam style.
voice.
It's going to be more akin to, like
Well,
the Exo Force.
didn't Halo Wars have mechs? I think.
Like armored core
Could-
style mechs, maybe?
Exo.
I-
Well, they're going to be small. It's going to be smaller. They're not going to be giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be. They're going to be larger than the mech suit thing that they wear in Fallout. But
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. It seems kind of like a weird idea. I think they might be trying a little bit too hard.
Well, have you?
well, it's something that they said that they wanted to put in an earlier game,
Mhm.
but they were like, it seems like they're reaching too far with it. But now, with Halo Infinite not have doing as well as they had hoped it would,
That's
and
kind of their
things
own fault,
like that.
though.
Yeah, they're trying to revamp things and toss out new stuff. And
That's not what you need to do. What you need to do is make a game that works from the get-go, and customers will come. You don't have to
Right.
have new ideas
They
necessarily.
literally need to
your
just
original
not
formula.
release things before they're ready.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, you need to see development through to completion before you release it, and you got to do quality assurance. If you're not doing quality
Stop
assurance,
crunch timing the people who are working on it so hard that they,
yeah,
give up.
like,
Yeah.
don't kill your
Don't
employees. Do
That's the
Q&A.
model for a video game design is put out a half-baked product and then take 4 years to get it fully
To
operational.
actually fix it.
Yeah.
And then by then, nobody's playing it anymore, so you can just drop it and start on your next half-baked idea.
Yeah.
And if you're going to make a show based off said game, make sure the show is actually good to renew interest in the series.
Well,
Make sure
but
the
here's
show's
thing,
actually
Welcome
based on the
to
game.
Cyberpunk.
Here's the thing, right? Is they're doing their own take on it.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
say, though, the Cyberpunk
Which-
Edge Runners was ridiculously good. It had
I
no
didn't
business
get
being that
the-
good.
The thing that the new DLC, because I was just like, I'm not paying as much as I paid for the base game for one DLC.
Yeah. Well, I
I'll
mean, you
just
got the
wait
same,
till it goes on sale.
same thing happening with Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth Tree, but everybody's willing to pay that because they know it's going to be good. Because Elden Ring was incredible.
And also, like, if the DLC adds the same amount of gameplay as the base game, if it doubles the gameplay of the game, then it's fair to pay for a big DLC like that. But when it's like, oh, you get one mission, it's like, that's cool, but like,
or you do like Bungie does, and it's like, here you can play. Here's all these DLC that you can buy. Oh, we're going to offer them for free now. Oh, guess what? We're going to take it all away, and now you're going to have to pay for new DLC.
The free stuff we gave you was just a trial.
Well, but see, it's like they had like 3 or 4 DLC that came out like over the years for Destiny 2, and then they put out a couple of new ones, and then they were like, oh yeah, the game is getting too big, so we're going to take away all of the old DLCs that we had that you've paid for or that we gave you for free after a while. And now all you've got are these new ones, and we're going to remove a whole bunch of guns, and we're going to start adding new ones slowly.
If you've paid for a thing, it should be illegal for them to take it away.
It really should.
Well, the thing is they've got it in the terms and conditions that they can stop it at any time.
Yeah, that should not be legal. It should not be legal to have that in terms and conditions.
Or they should give you the option to like disagree.
Yeah, if you are buying something, it should be a purchase that you now own the thing. It should not be, you kind of own it, unless if we decide we don't want you to own it anymore.
Let Steam take away my
ownership.
Let them try to take away my copy of Helldivers 2. Somebody's getting sued.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing, right? Is they went through and like told people, like if you're getting full on guns and things like that, you can delete some of them and then you can recall them back later. Well, they just came out recently and said that, all you people that deleted your guns, guess what? There's no backup for any of that. You've lost them all. They're gone forever.
Lawsuits.
Oh,
I grinded 100+ hours for this gun.
Anything.
Yeah, it kind of seems like a bad idea.
The other thing that
really think about it.
the other thing that bothered me was with I didn't play much of it, but Rocket League, how they had like cars that like DLC cars or whatever that you purchased, right? And then at some point they wiped it all and you had to get them again or something like that. It's like, why? What? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah.
Like, I get why like a Rust server would wipe and start over.
That's why I'm always like kind of skeptical of these free-to-play games.
Rocket League? I mean, at least if you didn't spend any money on it, it's like, it's annoying and it sucks.
Yeah.
But like, you didn't pay anything for it.
Yeah.
But when you've paid money for it and they take it away, it's like, no, that's not okay.
Yeah, that's why I've always been cautious of these. A lot of those free-to-play games is like they always have that like thing, like, oh, if you pay for this thing, you don't necessarily get to keep it. We're just giving you a license to use it, which is like, okay, so that feels not right. But at the same time, you take away my access to this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you $50 to play the game, not for a license to play the game. I'm giving you $50 to play the game, which is what I would prefer. But you want to have all this legal beagle stuff. You take away my access to this game, I'm gonna do something about it. I can promise you that. Whether or not I can do something legally doesn't matter to me.
I mean, the thing is, like, just pirate it. It's like I don't personally. I just don't believe that it's pirating if you've already paid for it and it's no longer available.
Or like, or like how some people are like, "Oh, cheating in any game is wrong." But like, dude, if it's a single player game that has no multiplayer,
single player,
like,
Even if it has a multiplayer, if you're doing it in single player, who cares?
Like if I want to play Halo with
as long as
God
it doesn't affect your like if you're only doing it in single player, it's not affecting your multiplayer.
Like, if I want to play the Halo campaign with God mode enabled, I should be able to do that. Now, obviously, if I'm doing that in multiplayer, that's an issue. But
yeah, and like
also
like if you're on like a server or whatever with other people that are also doing it, and it's like specifically for that. I don't know if they have.
It could be kind of fun, yeah.
If you can make your own server for that or not, but
you can make custom games. And
yeah, there you go. So if it's a custom and everybody has the agreement that that's okay, like that's fine.
You can make like in Halo 3, you can make like custom game modes where you can set the player speed and all that. Like you can make one guy like super hard to kill, and he like hunts down the other players. But the caveat is he doesn't move. He doesn't get to move very fast. But he's also like basically a tank.
Like that dilemma of the snail that chases you. You're immortal, but there's a snail that chases you. When it catches up to you, you die. Thing, and the snail's immortal.
Like, I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing. If the snail catches you, you die. But
it's a snail.
Yeah, you encase him in concrete. He's not getting out of that concrete.
Well, the idea is that you can't trap it.
Oh, you just absolutely can't trap it.
You just have to keep traveling farther and farther.
Yeah.
He'll eventually catch up, but like, he's so slow that, you could fly to one side of the earth, live there for half the year, fly to the other side of the earth, live there for half a year, and you'll probably be fine,
I feel like once he starts like traveling across the ocean, he would run into some issues there because like a fish might eat him.
Well, it's immortal.
Yeah, no, but a fish might eat him, and he just spends like a significant amount of time in the digestive
in the stomach.
Probably a couple
just
thousand
clogging
fish.
Things up.
Yeah, probably a couple thousand fish.
I mean, if it's on the sea floor, who knows what's down there?
Yeah, crab. Did you get accidentally encased in a volcano at some point for a while? That'll give you a few thousand years until he's somehow able to erode away the rock that he got trapped in with the undersea volcano. Because technically you didn't trap him. He just happened to go across something that trapped him.
Yeah, I think the idea was that it doesn't ever get trapped.
Yeah.
Like, other creatures don't bother. Like, the idea is that it's just, like, it's not
at the same time,
it's not an exact science. It's just like a theory kind of thing,
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I feel like if I was immortal and that was the only caveat to it, I would like trap him in a jar. And probably like keep
you
him
just
nearby.
Walk around with him. Hey, look what I got.
Just trap him in a jar, keep him like in my house or something. And after I've lived like probably a few thousand years and I get to the point where I'm ready to go, like, all right, I've been here too long. Come on, buddy. Just let him out of the jar. Like, all right, buddy, come on. We had a good run.
Yeah.
We had a good run.
The key is you have to not touch it while catching it in the jar.
Yeah. Like, all right, buddy, we had a good run. It's time. I'm old. I'm tired. I'm ready to go.
On the sea bottom, SpongeBob might catch the snail and keep his pet.
That too.
Right, Bricklin.
Technically, you're not the one that trapped it.
I mean, I don't think the idea was that it was you personally couldn't do it. I think it was just that like it was just an invincible snail. Impervious
the
to everything,
snails, if you will.
Yeah, just a little slower.
Yeah.
It's kind of dope-de-dope-de-do long.
Yeah. That's weird. I mean, I would just come up with ways to like sidetrack them. There's like in the Fallout show.
Yeah, that's
golden rule of the wasteland. Thou shalt get constantly sidetracked by random bullshit.
Pretty much.
Another settlement needs your help. I'm trying to defeat the Institute, Preston. Come on. I'll mark it on your map.
Your help.
No. If I defeat the Institute, they won't need the help. Or like you get a problem in one of your settlements, like, look, dude, the Institute's already gone. Like, what are you even doing? Like, who are you fighting for at this point? Is it revenge against me? Because like you're not gonna get anywhere. You kill one of my settlers, you're gonna die right here. Taking a hostage only prolongs the inevitable at this point. Like all you had to do was chill out and live as a normal person. And if I find out you were a Sith, but you didn't do anything wrong, I would have let you live. You would have been fine, but no. Now you gotta take a hostage in my settlement and cause a ruckus. So now I gotta take this baseball bat to the side of your skull. That's the only solution to this problem.
Goodness, studio.
You think I enjoy doing these things? I do not. I mean, I kind of do, but
So, Quack, you and I have to talk. Apparently, you have a sound bite for Santa that I would love to steal from you.
All right. I think it's getting kind of late over here, so I should probably roll out.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in and hanging out.
Appreciate you letting me hang out. And as always, it was a pleasure, guys. And y'all have a good one.
See ya. Why is Studio taking so long to export those, 8
Oh, no,
pieces?
it's not exporting. It's preparing available color. So render? I'm trying to get the flesh-colored minifig heads.
Mm-hmm.
But if you tell it to only show parts of this color, it doesn't just do the minifigure heads. It does every single part that exists in that color.
Oh. Okay, so you're loading a palette. Okay.
Yeah.
That's wild that takes that long.
Yep. Well, I mean, it is.
So check the database.
Yep.
I'm glad I decided to texture this. It looks better with the little bit of mixed up textures. Or colors, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. I need this one. It's nice that I can just write down the numbers and then I can do it like this. And then oh wait, that's the wrong ones. 70.
Remember, you're trying to show us how easy it is.
Yeah. So I just have a text file and I've just put down the different things from it.
Ah.
And if you just type down the 5 numbers, and if you never change your field of view, you don't have to write that one down.
Okay.
And I can just go in here, and then this should be the same render as this, but with the other model. Try and make 4 renders of each.
Okay.
What I do need to check on though is I don't think I textured this
your own custom Y-wing here.
Yes. I built it from scratch. Apart from the engines are lightly based on somebody else's. I added some stuff to it. And also, I didn't buy instructions or anything. I just looked at what they did and copied it.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, hey.
Yeah, I still have yet to open all those instructions. Like, I opened the Darth Vader tie.
Mm-hmm.
And took a look at it, when we were going through, talking about yours.
Yeah.
And I built the TIE Defender. But yeah. And then the X-Wing one I did look at and built most of in studio before I started ripping it apart and doing my own thing.
Yeah. Let's see, where is... So I guess I based mine of the back part off of this.
Okay.
And then I think, is this the Brick Vault one?
That looks like the Brick Vault one.
This is where I got some of the ideas for some of the parts of it, but I didn't want to do the clip on the binocular piece. Those are the UCS ones, which it's wild that the UCS engines are a better scale to the playset one than the UCS one. Also, why is this person put the wings on backwards? Where is...
Come on, studio. You've been stuck at 80% now for about 4 minutes.
Oh, studio. Oh, hey, somebody else also did the Y-Wing Heavy, sort of. That's kind of a weird Y-Wing Heavy, but it is Y-Wing Heavy.
Yeah. Oh, they got
There's a tandem Y-Wing. Yeah, that's a lot of custom Y-Wings. This is the one that I have, the 2007 one, right here.
Yeah, I have the OG one, and then I think the last one that they did.
I probably have the parts for the OG one.
I don't have. I'm talking the yellow and white one, not the red and white one that they did for the Resistance. Yeah, so I've got 2 Y-Wings. I've got like 3 different versions of the A-Wing, or 4 different versions. So I've got like 3 different versions of the red and white one, and then I've got the green and white one. Yes, Y-Wings. Yes.
Yeah, I need to get a model of the whatchamacallit. What the hell's it called? I need to get a model of an A-Wing that's up to snuff. Aha, here we go. This is what I based my engines off of, was this one. So that's where I got the technique on the front here for this part. And then I used some similar techniques in the middle here. And then I did use the cone piece there, and then I used the thing on the end. And then I stuck some details in the back of it. Actually, almost exactly like this. Mine's slightly different, but pretty much the same idea.
Yeah.
This one used some whips and stuff. It's on Eurobricks. It's this person. Let's see, do they have like
about or is that their about right there?
I'm trying to find like if they have links to like Instagram or something. Okay, let's see. If I go here, search image with Google. There's a Reddit post. Doesn't seem to come up anywhere else.
Oh my goodness. It is just I think it's done. studio's like, I'm not gonna do anymore.
Aha! There's Reddit. This guy. They have some pretty wild other builds. I think this was their most recent one that I saw. Yeah. It's a really pretty model. How far back do I have to scroll to find their
Only 4 years.
This thing is wild. The machine gun, the eyeball. I mean, the way this eyeball is done is really cool. Do you see how that's done?
Yeah.
It's just